The family honesty jar exposed way more than anyone expected. When Grandma June passed away, she left behind an old glass jar labeled, the honesty jar. Whoever's name got drawn from it during Sunday dinners had to say something honest about another family member. First it was fun. Dad pulled Uncle Mark's name and said, honestly Mark, you're terrible at poker. Everyone laughed. Then my cousin Bella got Grandma's name and said, honestly Grandma, you smell like mothballs. Even Grandma laughed. Well, she used to laugh at anything. But after Grandma died, Mom decided to keep the tradition alive. She said, it's what Grandma would have wanted. Except Grandma probably didn't want emotional warfare breaking out over meatloaf. The first week, Aunt Cheryl pulled Mom's name. She smiled her perfect lipstick smile and said, honestly Claire, I admire your confidence. Not every woman your size would wear horizontal stripes. The whole table went silent. Mom blinked twice then said, thank you Cheryl, like she'd swallowed a lemon. The next Sunday Mom smiled the whole drive over. She'd brought cupcakes and a scary kind of calm. When it was her turn to draw, she pulled Aunt Cheryl's name. Honestly Cheryl, Mom said sweetly, I admire your marriage. Not every woman could forgive cheating 3 times and still act surprised on the 4th. Dad choked on his drink. Uncle Rob's face turned purple. The kids were excused early that night. I didn't really get what was going on, but I wanted to help too. So next Sunday I asked if I could join the game. Mom hesitated. Maybe when you're older. But Grandma's spirit wouldn't want me left out, right? So when Aunt Cheryl came over to hug me, I smiled and said, honestly Aunt Cheryl, your makeup looks brave today. It almost covers the crying. Everyone froze. Mom looked like she was trying not to laugh. Dad suddenly found his drink very interesting. Aunt Cheryl's face went stiff like wet cement. Where did you hear that? She whispered. Mom said it last week when you... Okay. Mom said way too loud. Time for dessert. After that, no one played honesty jar for a while. But then at Thanksgiving, Uncle Rob brought it back up as a joke. Come on Claire, it's tradition, he said. Mom sighed and agreed, maybe because she just won the family pie competition. This time it was my turn to draw. And I got Dad. He gave me a wink. Go easy on me, champ. So I said, honestly Dad, Mom's phone keeps buzzing from Ryan Jim Guy. And she says it's a fitness program, but he sends emojis with hearts. You could have heard the mashed potatoes drop. Aunt Cheryl covered her mouth. Dad's smile faded. Mom's knife paused mid-cut. Then Dad laughed way too loudly. Good one, sport. Real funny. But Mom's hand was shaking. We'll talk at home, she muttered. On the drive back, no one spoke. When we pulled into the driveway, Mom turned to me and whispered, next time, sweetheart, maybe keep your honesty between us. Okay? I nodded. But she forgot something. Grandma's rule said, what goes in the jar must be said aloud. So the next Sunday, I brought my own jar to dinner. It said, the real honesty jar. When it was my turn, I smiled and said, honestly Mom, maybe Grandma left this jar to stop everyone from pretending. Then I slid it toward her. Your turn. She stared at me for a long time before whispering, honestly, you're right. And that was the last time anyone lied at family dinner. Follow for more.